students. Now we'll be studying next topic, that is cooperative organization. So cooperative organization is formed from the word cooperation. So cooperation means working together to help each other. So it is the organization which is established with the main motive of mutual help, not of earning profit. So cooperative organization is a voluntary association of people who join together for mutual help. The minimum membership of cooperative society is 10. The capital contributed by its member in the form of share capital. The registration of cooperative organization is compulsory. The features of cooperative organizations are as follows. Number one, voluntary association. So cooperative society is a voluntary association of people who join together to serve their common interest. They can leave the organization at any time at their own will, and there is no restriction on entry or exit of members. For an example, any producer can join producer cooperative society, or any consumer can join consumer cooperative society. Now second feature is equal voting rights. The members of cooperative organization has equal voting rights. That means only one voting right irrespective of capital contributed by them. Third is service motive. The main motive of cooperative organization is service to its member, not to earn profit. Number 4, separate legal entity. It is compulsory for cooperative organization to get registered. After registration, firm holds a separate legal entity. That means it can buy and sell property in its own name and can enter into contract in its own name. There is a separate existence of company from its members. The debt, insolvency and incapacity of member does not affect the existence of cooperative society. Next one is distribution of surplus. The surplus is distributed amongst the member according to their dealings with the society. That means a member deals in number of transactions will get benefit of having more surplus irrespective of its capital. Members get fixed rate of dividend on their capital, and remaining surplus is distributed as per the transactions dealt by them in a form of bonus. Alright, now have a look on merits of cooperative organizations. Number 1, easy to form. The formation of cooperative society is very simple and without any complications. 10 members can form cooperative organization sharing a common interest without any legal formalities. Number 2 is limited liabilities. The liability of members of cooperative society is limited to the extent of their share contributed in the form of capital. That means at the time of crisis or losses, creditors cannot claim the personal property of shareholders. Third one is continuity. As cooperative society enjoys the perpetual succession, that means insolvency, debt and incapacity of partners does not affect the existence of cooperative society. Exit and entry of any member do not affect the operation of cooperative organizations. Next one is democratic setup. That means every member of cooperative society enjoys equal right irrespective of their capital invested in the organizations, and they can participate in the management activities equally. That means cooperative organization is based on the principle of one man, one vote. Now the next advantage is open membership. The membership of cooperative organization is open for all. So anyone who wants to join cooperative society to share common interest They can join any time without discrimination on the basis of caste, creed, or religion. Next one is economical functioning. The functioning of cooperative society is very economical as almost functions are performed by its members only, like purchasing of raw material, delivery of goods, marketing and selling of goods, etc. So it eliminates the role of middlemen and save cost of advertising and selling expenses. These organizations need not to maintain large stocks, which save the maintenance cost of stocks, which helps to reduce unnecessary cost. Next advantage is state patronage. Cooperative societies get various benefits from government, like various concession and rebate in taxes and raw materials at subsidized rates and loans on easy interest and installments. So it get benefits of state patronage. Next one is social utility. As cooperative organization works on the principle of self-help and moral value amongst the members. So it promotes social justice and mutual cooperation. It also helps to prevent concentration of economic power in few hands. So it brings social utility. Dear students, although cooperative organization has lots of advantages, but it's not free from certain disadvantages. So we should not overlook its drawbacks also. Number one, limited capital. As cooperative organization is the organization of people who have limited resources, and there is no compulsion of minimum capital to become a member of cooperative organization, as well as democratic setup. That means principle of one man one vote also discourage its member to invest more capital in organization, so it suffers the shortage of capital. Next one is inefficient management. As cooperative organization is managed by its members only, and they are not expert and professionals in management areas. Sometimes they are inexperienced too, because cooperative organization cannot afford to pay high salaries to professional experts. So sometimes it suffers from inefficient management. Third one is no motivation. Cooperative organization does not provide incentive for working efficiently and putting efforts by the members. So members are not motivated to put their best efforts. Next one is conflicts among the members. Sometimes conflicts and grievances arise between the managing members and the members of cooperative organization due to having different backgrounds and different interests. Generally, the selfish motive of members lead to adversely affect the motive of service. Last one is excessive government controls. As cooperative organization is benefited by the government in a form of concession, rebates and other benefits, so government exercise various regulations and restrictions on organization. It is essential for the cooperative organization to audit their books of accounts and submit to the registrars, which lead to restrict the flexibility and efficiency of cooperative organization.